Well, this is going to be great for me because people are always telling me to eat healthy, to avoid the processed foods. That's hard for me to do because I don't have a lot of time to cook, and I'm a very picky eater. So I'm hoping that Beth Goodridge can help me. She is a registered dietitian with Kaiser Permanente and Manteca. Thank you for doing this.
Happy to be here.
This is going to help me out and a lot of our viewers as well because avoiding processed is harder than it looks.
Yes, absolutely. So we're here at a market to point out some healthy picks to avoid that processed food.
Let's start with the fruit aisle.
Okay, this is a fantastic place to start because everything is as it occurs in nature. So you've got pears here, and this is a good sign. You want to pick foods that are as close as they are to what they appear in nature. Mother Nature put sugar in fruit, so we can't get away from it. However, this is also going to have vitamins, minerals, fiber, good stuff. So there's cherries here, strawberries, the pears, everything here we're surrounded by is really great picks.
Things that I can incorporate into my breakfast.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because this sugar is your body's unleaded fuel.
Right.
So your brain uses this fuel, your body, so this is definitely going to get you the energy to get up and do your day.
So my mom was finally able to convince me to start eating almonds, but it took many years to make that happen.
Well, good. Good for her. She worked her magic on you. That's a good, healthy choice.
Why are we on the nuts aisle?
So we're here because there's a lot of good things in nuts and seeds, and it can be a really good part of a healthy diet. Not very processed, heart-healthy fat, so what we call monounsaturated fat. My goodness, big word, just means fat that's good for your heart.
So as we look at the breakfast bars here, it's tough to avoid processed, but the ingredients are not all bad.
No, not necessarily. So there's good healthy things to be had in here, and you can find some good ones that are lower in fat, higher in protein, that'll give you that combination to sort of keep you kind of full and sustained. These things make pretty good snacks, kind of in an emergency situation. Not necessarily good for a meal replacement. They're not going to really give you what you need for a whole meal.
And I must say, as we look at the chips here, that this is a better option than Doritos and Cheetos and all the other bad stuff, right?
Yes, we are in a grocery store that helps you make healthy choices.
All right, Beth, thank you. All this is very good advice, and if I can stop being so picky, then maybe I can start making some better choices with what's in my fridge.
I'm confident you can do that.
We've got a lot more from Sprouts coming up in a bit. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Jeff. And Goodridge added that when it comes to nuts, you might want to pair it with fruit for your breakfast. The fat time releases the sugar, meaning that you won't be as hungry as you might have been in about an hour or so, and it should even tide you over into the afternoon.
All good tips there.
Well, I'm trying to eat healthy, but I have a craving, and it's called candy. But we all know that candy's not good, and that's why I'm getting some help from a professional. That would be Beth Goodridge with Kaiser Permanente and Manteca. And how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Lots of good advice so far.
Thank you.
But again, I have a sweet craving. I have a sweet tooth. That's part of my problem. But I noticed you brought me to the yogurt aisle. Is that a way I can fill up with something better?
Yes, I have a solution for your sweet tooth, so come with me.
All right. The flavor I'd like is a strawberry.
Okay, so some of them come with their own flavor, like this one. Good choice. So it's going to have lots of extra protein. So this protein, remember, kind of sticks to your ribs, tides you over. So 12 grams of protein, that's pretty good. What we can do with this to help that sweet tooth is to add something to it, maybe a little granola, so you get a little crunch.
Okay, so I'm craving a chocolate donut, but there's no chocolate donuts here, and that's not good for us, but I do see something chocolate related, and this is some gluten-free chocolate pudding made with almond milk. Is that a good option?
Okay, well, this is one option.
So when I go to the baseball game, I always get myself a jumbo hot dog, but under your rules, that's not good.
Well,
but I found this. Is
see.
this a better option?
What did you find? So this is actually a meatless alternative. So some folks choose to follow a vegetarian diet. So this would be sort of a hot dog type of food for someone who doesn't want to eat meat.
So again, I love candy, but I'm trying to stay away from that sugar, and we have made our way into the aisle that has dried prunes and apricots. And lots of other dried fruit. Is that a better option?
It is a better option. So you're still going to get that sweet taste. This is fruit that's dehydrated, so it's concentrated. So bite for bite, you're going to get a lot of sugar and sweet taste. So it's going to kind of hit that craving that you're after.
Okay, so we're heading to the checkout lanes, and that brings up another topic that we hear all the time. Is it more expensive to eat this way, to eat healthy, than going for your garbage food.
Yeah, you hear that. It turns out here and there, certainly for things like USDA organic, you might find that you pay just a tiny bit more. But overall, if you're shopping smart, shopping with coupons, watching out for sales, it doesn't necessarily have to be any more expensive.
You know, I think my mom is at home smiling with this segment.
I hope so.
I've learned a lot.
Very good.
Beth Goodridge, thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure to do it.
And we'll send it back to you guys. I hope you guys learned something too.
Absolutely, and Beth goes on to just talk about the excitement of going gluten-free, and now there are just so many more options out there.
Yeah, it's healthy, but it's also for those who follow that gluten-free diet and are lactose intolerant. That chocolate pudding, though, that Jeff picked out, that's a great option. And Jeff's not done with fitness specials. Tomorrow he's got a weightless workout with Maria Kang, also known as the Fit Mom.
Let's do 3 more. There's 3, 2. I want you to hold one. Hold one in this position, straight position. Go ahead and pick up your butt into there and then bring it down. Good job.
Does he just look for stories where he gets to do that?
I think so.
It seems like it. He said his thighs were a little sore, but in his fitness special, he's going to let us know how you can get a good workout without going to a gym or using weights. That's tomorrow right here on News 10 Good Morning.